Good evening to you. My name is Chinemerem Joseph and I welcome you to today's edition of You and the Economy. Now, in the discharge of its core mandates, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, is resolutely committed to the provision of measures and initiatives that support and ensure that business is done with greater ease in the country. This is with a view to boosting the ranking of the Nigerian economy and the Ease of Doing Business Index, and thus be more able to attract investors from within and without in order to achieve the benefits that naturally accrue therefrom, particularly in the areas of generating foreign exchange and promoting growth and development of the economy. The Apex Bank performs this role in collaboration with fiscal authorities and other statutory government agencies, as well as key stakeholders outside government. One of the standout initiatives supported by the CBN to promote ease of doing business in Nigeria and engender the attendant benefits for the economy is the Lagos Free Zone project in the Ibeju Lekki Industrial Hub of Lagos State. The project is promoted by the Singapore-based Toleram Group, a very active player in Nigeria's industrial sector, and it is different from the Lekki Free Trade Zone project, even as it is common for one to be mistaken for the other. Indeed, the Lagos Free Zone is the first private free zone in Nigeria. The CBN joined other core stakeholders to provide a huge quantum of the financial resources required for the execution of the project under its Differentiated Cash Reserve Requirement (DCRR) program. The two core components of the Lagos Free Zone are an industrial park and a deep sea port. The industrial park itself has a number of sub-components. You and the Economy visited the Lagos Free Zone recently to review the progress made in berthing the deliverables of the project. As you will see in this report, the Lagos Free Zone project has been put on an irreversible course, and its deliverables, particularly in the industrial park component, are already materializing and impacting the Nigerian economy resoundingly. Here now is our situation report on the Lagos Free Zone project.
To a casual observer, these fascinating images may only have been filmed at a tour destination or leisure park, or indeed a highbrow residential area in an upscale neighborhood. But exciting as they are, these images are not directly related to tourism or a dedicated leisure park. Rather, their top drawer and exquisite quality depicts the high standards that the game-changing Lagos Free Zone project in Lagos State, Nigeria offer in the design and execution of its deliverables. The pervasive and unmistakable touch of class in conception and execution here speak to the importance attached by the promoters of the project to delivering an awesome free zone of exceptionally prime standards that is guaranteed to achieve the rationale for its establishment. Nestling on 850 hectares of land along the coast of Ibeju Lekki area of Lagos State and sharing close proximity with coastal communities such as Akodo, Ibeju, Eleko and Magbon, to mention a few of its neighbors, the Lagos Free Zone is the brainchild of Toleram Group, one of the key players in Nigeria's manufacturing sector, with interest in about 19 big industries that cut across diverse sectors of the Nigerian economy. The project, which commenced in 2007, is aimed at providing practical and lasting solutions to the critical challenges often experienced by people and organizations doing business in Nigeria, especially in the urban areas where the manufacturing sector in particular had persistently contended with several nagging problems that rendered the business environment highly unfriendly. And its core targets are companies that focus largely on exports, to which it aims at providing the conducive environment that they require to operate with greater ease and thus help generate the much needed foreign exchange that will shore up Nigeria's foreign reserves. For sure, when the Tolaram Group embarked on the project in 2007, it had seemed like a really tall order and a seemingly unrealizable dream. But today, the organization has proved both skeptics and critics wrong. With a huge quantum of domestic funding from the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to complement the funds it raised from other credit-granting financial institutions, both domestic and foreign, Tolaram has moved decisively to deliver most of the core elements of the industrial park components of its Lagos Free Zone project. Furthermore, the Lekki Deep Sea Port, which is the star attraction in the company's deliverables and a core component that is said to be its most significant contribution to raising Nigeria's ranking in the Ease of Doing Business Index, is scheduled to come on stream by September 2022. Some officials of the Lagos Free Zone Company, the arm of Tolaram Group, tasked with the execution of the Lagos Free Zone project, now speak on the support received by the group from the CBN in making the dream of Lagos Free Zone project a reality.
Any kind of investment you do into the country or anywhere, and any kind of development you want to do, you need the finance for it. If you don't have the right finance in place, the whole business cannot succeed. So with this local support and CBN support coming into it, our whole trouble, or I would say the issues in the mind relating to how we organize the finance from where we get it, is resolved. And we can concentrate on the core activity, which is the developing the infrastructure, not worrying about the finances, how would we be able to generate it, from where we will get it. So that big hurdle has been taken off from our head with the right finance, getting it from the CBN. Without that support, the project would have taken a longer period of time and would have gone into a lot of trouble. But with this support, we can focus on the right area without worrying about the finances or the support required.
In terms of funding, it makes a huge difference. The CBN's funds, a huge difference. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to achieve what we have achieved if those funds had not come in. It's good. We're very glad that actually the CBN sees our vision and keyed into our vision. That's why they even made the funds available to us in the first place, and we're very grateful for that. It's been super, the CBN has been super supportive as regards LFZ projects in general, and we're very grateful for that.
Speaking at the end of a tour of the Lagos Free Zone recently, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, assured the promoters of the project of continued support from the Apex Bank.
We've gone through this 850-hectare project, which I understand so far has cost you about $2 billion. That is a lot of money. There are so many, and I use the word, foreign businesses, no businessmen. All they do is come, do business, and pack the money abroad. But what you have done is you come, you make the money, and you continue to sow your seed in Nigeria. So you are just one of those rare foreign companies that we really want to really thank for your faith in Nigeria. And I would say that in my capacity as the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, I will do everything possible to support whatever you need, because we know that in giving you those support, what you do is that you help to grow the Nigerian economy, you help to create jobs for our people, and you help to make life meaningful for our people.
A free zone is an area within which goods may be landed, handled, manufactured or reconfigured and re-exported without the intervention of customs authorities. For these objectives to be accomplished, a free zone must offer its targeted audiences a remarkable ease of doing business, something generally far better and favorable than what they were currently experiencing in the same operating environment, in order to make them key into it. And that is what the Lagos Free Zone project set out to do. As you were told in the presentation of the anchor of this program in its opening sequence, the Lagos Free Zone project has two core components. These are its industrial park and its deep port. We commence our review of the current state of the project with a focus on its industrial park component. During our extensive tours of the project site, findings by you and the economy indicated clearly that the execution of this critical component of the project has recorded significant milestones. This is the Standard Industrial Facility SIF of the Lagos Free Zone. Sitting on 9,000 square meters of land, the expansive Standard Industrial Facility is a key feature of the industrial park component of the Lagos Free Zone project. The SIF targets companies involved in relatively lightweight as against heavy-duty manufacturing. An inalienable aspect of most free zone projects and a key attraction for most manufacturers in the cadre it targets, the SIF of Lagos Free Zone, like similar ones in other free zones, is designed to serve as a plug-and-play facility for would-be manufacturers in the zone. This means that, apart from ample space, it also provides all other basic amenities for manufacturers to plug into and commence their operations instantaneously, a feature from which it derived its plug-and-play characterization. Interested manufacturers move into it with all their personnel and machinery, while the Lagos Free Zone Company provides the facilities for them to use to produce their products. A second SIF will soon be built by the Lagos Free Zone Company, managers of the projects, to complement this one that you see.
Now with the SIF, setting up in the free zone has never been easier. It's a plug-and-play facility, which means that as an investor coming into the zone, you don't have to set up your own facility from ground up. The structure is already built up. You don't have to do any civil engineering yourself. So within a space of 2 weeks, you can register a free zone company and start your operations in the standard industrial facility. It's built to international standards. The floor capacity is perfect for light manufacturing, can accommodate up to 5 tons per square meter. So it's a really unique product. It also allows smaller players in the Nigerian market to invest in the free zone. So those who don't have the capacity to take up large parcels of land and to build up their own factory can invest in as little as 3,000 square meters in the SIF and start their operations from there.
The Standard Industrial Facility at the Lekki Free Zone is already living up to its billing, as it currently enjoys patronage from BASF, reputed as the world's largest chemical manufacturing company, which has been operating in Nigeria for the past 55 years and is scheduled to commence production in due course at the Lagos Free Zone.
For us, going into the free zone was a no-brainer. We were very happy with the level of infrastructure we saw. The fact that we had ready access industrial facilities that we could plug and play and pretty much start our local warehousing and even to some extent manufacturing as well. And, that for us has helped grow our business and allowed us to add more value to our customers as well.
Given the nature of the businesses conducted in free zones, warehouses are an integral component of the model. That explains why huge warehouses are features of the industrial park component of the Lagos Free Zone. The high-capacity storage spaces are meant for companies doing business in the zone to store both raw materials and finished products. As these images show, the storage spaces are already enjoying patronage too. With 850 hectares of real estate at its disposal and the remarkable milestones it has already achieved in providing the deliverables it promised, the Lagos Free Zone has been able to attract some big manufacturing companies which have already set up in the manufacturing section of the project and commenced business. The companies, all of which run big plants and cannot operate from a standard industrial facility SIF, include Insignia, Kellogg's, Allah, and Raffles Power Oil. It is noteworthy that the arm of Kellogg's running its operations in the Lagos Free Zone is the first and only one operating in sub-Saharan Africa at the moment. Apart from those already operating in its manufacturing section, other organizations that have also keyed into the Lagos Free Zone initiative are currently in the process of building their facilities in the zone. During our visit, we saw a number of other big corporates in the process of setting up in the zone, with the construction of their factories progressing at a frenetic pace. One example is Colgate. Construction work at the site of the company's very large factory had attained 80% completion stage at this location of the industrial park of the zone. About 800 people of both skilled and unskilled labor cadres work at the site, and the company is expected to employ 300 Nigerians when the project comes on stream. From what you and the economy witnessed, one thing is certainly clear. A big industrial hub is already bursting into life in the Lagos Free Zone. As attested to by empirical evidences that you and the economy saw at both factory and construction sites, the employment generation objective of the CBN for supporting the initiative is already being clearly achieved.
We have been able to create employment into the area. The business infrastructures have gone so that there have been a lot of employment generation, and the economic activity has been picked up in the businesses which we are into it. So I would say two most important would be the employment generation and the business activity, which has a rippling effect on the overall economy.
Within the Free Zone itself, we're also doing our own part to make sure that employment opportunities are created. And this is by the Free Zone Management Company itself and our investors and prospective investors. So we're looking at creating about 30,000 jobs once the Free Zone is fully developed. And currently, as we're working on our phase one, we have already created over 3,000 jobs. Actually, we've already created over 4,000 jobs. And it's worth mentioning that 25% of those jobs are filled by members of the host community of the Free Zone itself.
One of the clogs to seamless business operations in many of Nigeria's business hubs, and which can be quite nightmarish and unpleasant, is a lack of parking space for trailers and trucks engaged in haulage of goods and raw materials for investors who operate in the hubs. This distressful situation often discouraged road transport owners from patronizing the adversely affected industrial hubs, thus leading to higher cost of freight and ultimately of product prices too. The promoters of the Lagos Free Zone took this potential negative factor in doing business into account and took steps to eliminate the possibility of its being a challenge in the zone. This they did by establishing a massive truck park in the zone. The facility is already being put to use, thus making the zone more attractive to its intended clientele and publics. The 5-hectare park is designed to accommodate 400 trucks, and since it was opened for use, it has been accommodating an average of between 250 to 300 articulated vehicles per night. This indicates the high volume of business already ongoing at the Lagos Free Zone.
We are developing an industrial park, so a lot of trucks and vehicles are parked on the road, which can create issue and troubles or kind of difficulties for the people living in and around. So with this facility, we were able to create a truck park also, which will allow the truck to be parked properly in the proper area instead of parking on the roads, which creates an inconvenience to the community and the people living around.
Ovie Ugono is the founder and chief executive officer of Solinta Energy Limited, a renewable energy company operating in Nigeria which provides power-on-demand services to Nigerian customers, primarily residential customers, and also small and medium enterprises customers. Solinta has already bought into the Lagos Free Zone project.
That's a big one for us. We move a lot of product in and out of that locale, and having a truck park significantly eases the logistical burdens. We have to bear in mind where we're coming from, where we have to move goods from and to. If you're having to move trucks from inland Lagos to the free trade zone, given the traffic issues, etc., it becomes an absolute logistical nightmare. But having that truck park just makes it really easy. The trucks just lay over. They can work from crack of dawn until late in the evening, and it drastically reduces the lead time to get goods moved to site and ultimately to our customers.
I like this park when we like to park in here because we not make a traffic on the road, and our motors, all this Ibeju can not disturbing us within inside park. So we like the park well. Our work is never there ready to go and load. We park in here, nobody disturbing us, and nobody is asking us anything. And with this, all this will be free.
Much unlike the situation with business concerns operating in industrial hubs in major cities in the country, where accommodation of various types can be easily secured for their management personnel in the numerous residential estates located across those cities, the Lagos Free Zone axis of the real estate market is bereft of such offerings. Knowing too well that it will be stressful and indeed unrealistic for top personnel of the companies that would be patronizing the Lagos Free Zone initiative to be commuting between neighboring Lagos and the Ibeju Lekki axis location of the Free Zone every working day of the week, the promoters of the Lagos Free Zone project had incorporated into its industrial park component the idea of a luxurious high-rise tower to provide accommodation for these executives at reasonable lease rates. That resolve resulted into the construction of this magnificent edifice, which compares favorably with those offered in the upscale neighborhoods of Ikoyi, Victoria Island, and Lekki in nearby Lagos. This has made it easier for these executives to work and live in the zone, pending when realtors move in to develop equally befitting residential estates in the axis.
Have been built for the high-class executives, for the daily engineers who come from Victoria Island or who come from Ikeja to here to work, and then for the whole of the day they have to work, and at the time when they have to go back, it again takes 3 to 4 hours. So just to save this traveling time of 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening, we have come up this opportunity of residential tower where people who are working in the zone, having offices in the zone, they can take it.
We have about 30 units in the residential towers. All units are 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms, kitchen, so it's fully fitted, fully furnished. Kitchen, toilet, bedroom, it's like an ensuite. Can be rest assured that you're going to be very comfortable while staying in the free zone.
This is a welcome idea for us. It will also positively impact our business and continue to ease our ability to do business within the free zone. The fact that we have people, colleagues that come all the way from Ibeju, for example, to the free zone. The fact that we can now stay and house them in the zone, makes a lot of sense for us. And I think again that would add more value to our business and our customers at the end of the day.
You're welcome back. This is how far we can go on tonight's edition of the program. But we still have more in stock for you in our situation report of the Lagos Free Zone, which we shall continue in the concluding episode of the subject coming up on the next edition of the program. It shall cover the services attached to the sub-elements of the industrial park component of the Lagos Free Zone, such as its fire service, police post and medical center, and how these facilities have impacted the quality of deliverables of the project. Finally, That edition will showcase the star attraction of the project, that is, its deep seaport component. It will acquaint you with progress made in the construction of the seaport and the benefits that the deep seaport will offer towards doing business with ease in Nigeria when it comes on stream. The next edition of the program, therefore, promises to be very exciting. Well, thank you for spending your precious time with us on You and the Economy today, and hope you will join us again next week for another edition of the program. Until then, on behalf of my colleagues, my very hardworking and fantastic colleagues operating behind the cameras to bring you the program, I say thank you and also see you again. Goodbye.